Hello everyone, and welcome to this live stream. Hope you're all doing well. And yeah, I hope that we're gonna have another great live stream. Saw lots of chatter already before, well, during the intro. How am I doing? Well, the Dutch Speed Skating Championships have ended a few hours ago. And, well, I'm doing very well. I'm very happy. It was an amazing weekend. It really, really was. If you don't follow speed skating, it will not, you know, it won't say much to you. It won't mean anything to you. But, yeah, any new nice statistics. So, basically, there are two kinds of speed skating rinks, which we differentiate between in the speed skating world. You have high altitude and low altitude, and the difference is if a rink is below or above 500 meters above sea level. And Heerenveen, which is the Dutch city where this was held, is low altitude. It's at pretty much sea level. And this weekend, on 3 of the 10 distances, a world record for sea level altitude or low altitude was skated, which is absolutely insane. It's truly madness. And if anyone's watched it, you'll know how insane it is. With speedskaters like Jutta Leerdam and Irene Schouten, Jorrit Bergsma, they're definitely the 3 MVPs of this weekend. They're it's just completely insane what they've done. And yeah, I'm very happy with that. Oh yeah, happy Halloween, by the way. That's the thing. Not really here though, and I live in an apartment building, so I'm not getting any kids at the door. Which I'm fine with, because otherwise I couldn't livestream. I like how they skated fast, but they didn't just skate fast, they skated incredibly fast. It's truly madness. So yeah, I had a lot of work updating a lot of lists, which I keep track of, because so much happened. What about an Ice Halloween themed merch scenario? Well, I was planning to do the GigaPark, continue that, which isn't very Halloweeny. Yeah, I mean, I don't celebrate Halloween at all. I hardly ever do anything for it. So I think I'm just gonna do the GigaPark. We can build a Halloween-themed ride in the GigaPark. That'll be fine. Stores here in Denmark started selling Christmas decorations a month ago. And they tried to make Halloween a thing, but it goes away so fast. I mean, Sinterklaas food, like pepernoten and stuff, has been in the shop since August. And Sinterklaas is only about 20 days before Christmas. So, yeah, it's all very early. Yeah, you're eating pepernoten right now. Yeah, I've also already had them this year. I had them in August already. Well, no, it was in September I had them. So yeah. I wouldn't say celebrate it, but you can walk around as Waluigi and seem normal, so I'm down. Well, not here. There are a few people who do costumes, especially, you know, younger kids. I actually went to a Halloween party once as, I think, a wizard. When I was, I don't know, like 8 or whatever. My mom made the costume. But, you know, once you turn, I think about 11, 12, you don't really do it anymore. And if as a grown adult you start walking around in Waluigi suit or whatever kind of costume, you'll get a few weird looks, unless you're specifically at a party for it or whatever. Might depend a bit on the region, whether they celebrate it or don't celebrate it. Your mum sounds like one of the coolest parents. Well, she is, but Dutch is the only one who makes costumes for her kids. There weren't any like amazingly detailed costumes. She isn't like any kind of professional. She is good enough with a sewing machine that she could make some basic costumes. Hey! Thank you for the 12 months. Buster Beachside. 1 year. Yes. I've been streaming for slightly over a year now. I think like a year and 2 weeks or something like that. So thank you very much for all the support. Stumbled over your videos and now playing RST2 for a week. Thanks for the amazing videos. Well, thank you, SkillPodNL. And welcome to your first livestream. Also, I'm kind of bummed out I had the livestream tonight because I was watching Brian Andrelzik's livestream. And he is a real theme park engineer in real life, and he uses that knowledge to build Roller Coaster Tycoon theme parks. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 specifically. He has a YouTube channel, look him up. If you know how to spell Andrelzik, because it's Polish. But yeah, he's really good. And yeah, I was kind of bummed out that I had to stop watching that. But you know, I got a job to do. Can I link him? Yes, I shall. Although, of course, if you want to watch him now, you have to stop watching me. Which is fine, if you prefer that. Let's see. The link is right there. So yeah, you know, go follow him and whatever. Imagine he suddenly gets a few followers and he's like, what? Just don't say anything about it in the chat. Just getting followers randomly out of nowhere. It's really nice to just watch these pre-made parks sometimes, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I have this Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 opening. There's also, of course, hang on, there's themes. Somewhere here, title sequence, yes. You can also do RCT 2, which is of course very different. Oh, thank you for the 2 months, Lou McGraw. I appreciate it. I've missed so many of your streams because of work, but I finally have Sunday off. It's exciting to be here. Oh, welcome. Friend of Soup. I hope you enjoy your first live stream. Well, maybe not necessarily your first, but that's your first chat message at least in my live streams. Hey, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, we got a hype train. Thank you, Slime. So yeah, how's it going? Okay, Shizzle, it's going very well. Thank you. And thank you for the 10 bits, Lumagrow. Will you do a Twitch chat console stream again? Maybe sometime. To be honest, I kind of prefer the streams where either I just build with your input, which I do most of the time, or where we do a multiplayer park. I think those are more interesting than where you just try to ruin my park, which I think it gets old a little bit fast. Now let's get to the next level. We had the 69, now let's push further. Yeah, we have 69%. I just did see the video on your YouTube. Yeah, I had an extra video yesterday. Usually I don't upload on Saturday. But I made that thing in like 2 hours. I was done at last Tuesday with the video for tomorrow. And it was 8 PM and I was like, hang on, I just got this idea. It's a tiny little idea for a tiny little video. And I made that in 2 hours. It was on at 10 PM. And I was like, this is kind of too small for an actual video. So I'll just put it up on Saturday as an extra video. Okay. During that story, Slime gifted another 5 subs. Thank you very much. Wow. I think you're probably the second most subs gifted now. After Neri, of course. Maybe third. I don't know. I don't keep track of it. Yeah, we got the level... No, this is for level 3. We got level 2 hype train now. And also thank you for the 100 bits Kangi. Now, we don't skip level 2 fire ice. We're going for level 3 right now. Don't lamps contribute to the scenery excitement rating? Not as far as I know. So, I don't think... I'm pretty sure that past scenery doesn't do anything for that. Yeah, gifting subs is addicting. Oh, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Slager 12. I haven't even properly started yet. Any chance you could play the first park of RCT 1? Oh, thank you for the 4 bits, bro. I can actually very quickly do Forest Frontiers. If you properly speedrun this, you can do it in like 20 seconds. But you know, you place a merry-go-round. Hang on, let me do this. Thank you for the 2 bits, Flav Loco. And then you do music. Then you place a Mango Muncher, because Mango Muncher is cool. Oh my god, I have a lot of designs. And you test that. And you build a path. Yeah, lampposts are basically only ever a detriment to your park, because they can be vandalized. Now, of course, they look cool. I mean, these are lampposts. With the benches. Switched over the benches. So, yeah, they look nice. But, yeah, you know, if they get vandalized, they kill your park rating. And make more vandals. And make guests unhappy and all that good stuff. Oh, thank you for the 20 bits, the amazing raccoon. I'm not exactly sure what the world record is for Forest Frontiers, but it's fast. Oh, thank you for the 10 gifted subs, bro. I'm not sure if you were here before, but I thought that Slime, after he gifted 5 gifted subs, might now be the second or third after you. I'm not sure what exactly the standings are, but you're definitely catching up again if you weren't already in second. Yeah, my bro has to flex again. Oh, we got 105, 15% on level 5 already. Yes. Oh, and thank you for another gifted subs. Kangi. You guys are absolutely mad. I mean, I was gonna do the GigaPark. I've barely started. I'm kind of doing a very bare bones Forest Frontiers just to complete it quickly, and you're already going crazy. It is just very quickly, Oodie Loody, because someone asked for it. We won't be doing full Forest Frontiers. You know what? Let's build Wood Chip. That's another classic. There we go. Oh, don't have the money. I was about to cheat to give myself more money. I need to increase the loan instead. I've recently been cheating a lot to give myself more money just because I was experimenting for videos, which includes money. Alright, I think this is enough. So if we now just hire a couple of staff members, you know, to keep the park entertained and stuff, and build a few stalls. That's not in the correct position. I don't need another one of those. I need the toilets, I need that. Alright, go! Will this get us to 50? I don't think so. Oh, it does. Well, and we're done. That was easy. I did Forest Frontiers for you. I forgot who asked, who requested it, but you know, this one's for you. Oh, thank you for the 5 months, Kuro the Divine Heir. I appreciate it. Happy to see you getting another sub train. Well, it's been happening about every stream recently, which I'm of course very happy with. But yeah, this was Forest Frontiers. Oh, thank you for the gifted subs line. Another one. I recently painted my hair for Halloween and all I can smell is the intoxicated aerosol smell. I hope that goes away soon. Maybe after you take a shower. Or maybe you've already taken a shower after another few showers. Alright. Let's now get to the actual GigaPark. There we go. Also, this is for a video. And we're on the GigaPark. Thank you a bit, the amazing raccoon. And thank you for this sub. Zo for 2069. Did you know that you can change the way how queue lines connect to the path by clicking the last and second last tile of the queue line? I did know that, yeah. Of course, it's not necessary anymore in OpenRC2, which I've been playing for about 5 years. But yeah, I did know that. Oh, the hype train's been completed. Thank you guys very much for the hype train. 26 gifted subs and 237 bits. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Rixems. Alright, this is the Mega Park. Now, this is done of an entire live stream. Doesn't seem like much. Well, except the terrain, but that was generated. I didn't do that. I did the trees. But that was done with like a duster tool anyway. Doesn't seem like much, but this kind of more detailed scenery works takes me a long time. Ask a geography question. Alright. I'm excited to see what it is. Oh, hang on. I need to do something. While you guys get to keep looking at the park. Let's see. That one's out of the way. And hang on, where's the other one? That one's out of the way. Okay, you can't pick a coast type for me to build and you can't color a ride. I don't want that in this park. Because this is my GigaPark. If World War III would break out, which country would you move to based on geographical factors? Iceland. Definitely. I don't think Iceland will necessarily be involved in World War III. It's quite far away from the rest of the world. And it's, you know, self-sufficient with the energy, with the geothermal energy. And I don't think there's a lot of stuff there for people to conquer it. Like, what does Iceland really export? Maybe there's oil around it? I mean, I suppose fish. There's fish in a lot of places in the world. Okay, so last stream we built the castle entrance building thingy. And we built this food stall entrance plaza. Well, you know, what you see at the start, middle of a park. I don't really know the terms for it. And we built this coaster. Which is, you know, a nice junior coaster out of the park with, called Todd. Iceland was occupied by the US in World War II. Good position halfway to Russia. Oh, that's a good one. It depends, I suppose, then on what the powers are. If, for some reason, the US and Russia would work together, be allies, then Iceland would probably be a good place. If not, then maybe not. A lot of puke. Oh yeah, I don't have staff because someone fired them in the last stream. And someone can do that again right now. Which is why I hired quite a lot to clean up in the little bit of time that I have right now. Thank you for the follow, OCD. Alright, so what we did last time, I already explained that, but what we started with was this kind of river system. Which works fairly well. And, yeah, we went, ran into a little bit of problems with these waterfall thingies. But I do want to finish this. And then, after that we'll start building in the deserty section. And, we'll see what happens after that. So, let's continue the river. First, I kind of want to expand this a little bit. Now, I want to clarify, most of you will know this, but I am not, this is very much outside my comfort zone. I'm kind of doing what Mumbo Jumbo is doing in Hermitcraft this season. I'm extremely far out of my comfort zone, but so far it's going alright. Drown a guest of your choice. The first person that gets into the park right now. Well, I'm a little bit late for that, of course, but we'll choose this person, guest 1186, and we'll feed him to the crocodiles. Or her. On the scale from 1 to 100, how often do you use the hypercoaster? Depends on whether I get it. I'll build one. I built one in the Extreme Height scenario. The Extreme Height livestream I did. Name a ride of your choice. Right, but it can't be a ride that's already been named. Todd has already been named, so there's only the merry-go-round left, but yeah, that one is gonna be deleted. Can you refund that, Max? I need to turn that off, because we're not gonna build too many rides here, and we'll name them more like a collective basis or whatever, because that's not gonna work here. Thank you. All right. Let's do the river. Yes. With the merry-go-round faintly in our left ear. Oh, this is a little bit too high. I need to lower the land there. Thank you. Just so that the river isn't too high up. I think this is fine. Later we can do some more detailed work if we need to. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it needs to be a little bit more down here. As I said, this is quite far out of my comfort zone. River rapids in the river. I think it's gonna be really tricky to build one like that looks good while also going downwards. So, I'm not so sure about that. Okay, actually I need it to be lower a little bit longer. And then this needs to go down. Yes, that's good. That's good. And then I can raise the water there. Yes. And then I can, do that. I can do the finishing touches later. Can the river do a looping? I don't think so. I mean, with cheats you can achieve a lot. You can make River Rapids do a looping, although it won't be a looping with water in it, it'll just be like looping coaster looping or whatever. But yeah, that definitely works. Alright, and then the idea was that it comes out of this lake, Which of course kind of violates the laws of physics, with there being an endless stream of water out of it, but you know, it works like that in Minecraft, so why not in Roller Coaster Tycoon? And then it flows into these rivers and then it separates and everything will be fine and dandy. I hope. Maybe the lake receives enough rainfall. I find that dubious, because these rivers are quite steep and this lake is quite tiny. There's highly pressurized water stream filling the bottom. Maybe there is. I don't think I've ever used the water tool this much. This really is different from me. I really like the merry-go-round in the background. It makes it all the better. Alright, that one, and let's see. And I think we need another one like that. So that we can... Yeah, if we do it like that, it'll be fine. Fine enough. And then, of course, I don't have a lot of money, so let's give myself another 100k. I don't care about cheats, because this is not a park where I want to... No, not ice, I need ice walls, where I want to make, you know, profitable park without cheats. That's not what's going on here. Yeah, it's a deep water reservoir. By the way, do you guys like it when I do a bit of the talky intros where I just basically have the park running, you know, the what's it called, the opening running and just talking over it? Or do you prefer me to get into the game quickly? I keep forgetting the title screen. I keep forgetting the term for that. I think, let's do that, that this bit is about done now. You know, forget about the grass and desert and whatever. I'll fix that terrain later. It's good to just chat with the chat bit before starting. Yeah. Okay, 5 to 10 minutes title screen is fine, but longer than that is a bit much. Well, that's what I usually do. Okay, now not object selection. I need 0 clearance to insert a waterfalls. Let's see. Oh, right. You can't do that because you can't build it halfway above ground. Which isn't a problem, because I can just do this with... I can just do that with, what's it called? I entirely just forgot the name. It's called the Tile Inspector. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's fix that already. So let's get the Tile Inspector. And just lower these. Wait, no, that's the surface. I need the waterfall. Yes. And that waterfall. And I need that waterfall. And that. No, that's the surface again. The surface behind it. Yeah, the Tile Inspector is pretty amazing. You can do a lot of stuff with it. Oh, thank you for the 12 months. No Warhawks. I appreciate it. Yeah, holy guacamole, it's been a year already. What's the last... First, thank you for the continued support, No Warhawks. What's the last 3 games you've played? Not including Roller Coaster Tycoon series. Good question. Okay, so I have played today, like tomorrow for a little bit, Super Crazy Guitar Maniac Deluxe 3. It was a Flash game I used to play a long time ago, and okay, so the reason I'm not raising the land here is that, oh, actually, it disappears behind it. I thought it would... Oh yeah, there it glitches over it. That's why I'm not doing it like that. You understand? Okay, this... like that. Super Crazy Guitar Maniac Luke 3, which used to be a flash game I used to play back in the day, and I actually found a download for it. And I downloaded it again, and I, play it every now and then. It's a rhythm game where you use the arrow keys to do the rhythm thing, and it's fun. Let's see, objects. Nope, tile inspector. I need. There we go. Show tile inspector, and 2 down. Yeah, there you got the land problems again. It's unfortunate that it doesn't really work, but it's good enough. It still looks good enough, in my opinion. Ah, there we got the merry-go-round music again. What other game? Bloons Tower Defense Battles. Although, I kind of only started it up to see if my favorite game mode was currently active, and it wasn't, so I didn't really play it. Other than that, I'm not sure, actually. Let me think. I haven't played GeoGuessr in a bit, so probably not GeoGuessr. Plants vs. Zombies last time played it on stream, which is a bit long ago, so that's not one of the latest 3, definitely. Does Word Feud count? Word Feud? I played that with my mom and my aunt. So I suppose that's kind of... It's not really a game, but I do play it on my phone. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't video game a lot recently. I watch a lot of YouTube, and I do a lot of work for YouTube. I make a lot of YouTube videos. And I do keep track of a lot of speed skating statistics. So yeah. I mean, I'm planning to play Minecraft again once the update comes out. Hey Marcel, it's my first time catching you live. Thanks for getting me back into the game after 15 years on the and all the helpful YouTube videos. Oh, welcome to your first stream. Only here for Gibbs. That's kind of a difficult name. And that's all the land. I might need to still change something to ice later, but let's now do the detailing, which I'm absolutely terrible at. But at some point I'll just have to accept that it's not gonna get any better, and I just need to finish it and be happy with it. Yeah, Minecraft multiplayer server. Neri, I think, advised against it, because the running of a Minecraft multiplayer server, it can be really stressful, and I am not the best in being a leader. I'm not a. It's not a problem with, exerting my authority if I need to. For example, if I need to kick someone or whatever, that I'm absolutely fine at doing that. But actually, I want this different. But I'm just terrible at keeping up with admin things and stuff like that. So that's also why I don't really want to run a Minecraft server. Because there would definitely be a problem at some point, which I would need to address. But it's very typical of me then to just not address that problem and be like, I'll do it later, and that just wouldn't be good. Okay, let's see. Although we all this later with the tile inspector. There are some free Minecraft hosting servers. Yeah, I've used those before to play with friends, and they're absolutely perfectly fine. It's just that I don't trust myself to be an admin. Now, of course, I could have other people do that for me. If, you know, if there are any people who would want to do that. But, you know, then I would need to find the right people and trust that they are also active enough. And some people think they can promise to be active enough, but then life gets in the way or whatever. And then they can't be active enough. Which, you know, you can't always predict. But then I would need to find someone else and all that kind of stuff. You can always outsource the moderation and maintenance to someone else. Yeah, I could. But still, I'm not sure if I want to do all that. Okay, just a few more and then we're done with this. Well, I was about to say stupid river. Because I'm kind of done with it already. You know, if I do this if I do this a few more times, I'll get better at it and I'll learn a few more tricks, because that's how that works. Alright, this one isn't very nice, I think. I think this one needs to be one lower. And then I'll do that. Yeah, that's already a lot better. Alright, this is as good as we're gonna get. So now we're gonna do the landscape. Oh, also, trees in the desert. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So, we got this river now, which doesn't look too bad. I'm fairly happy with this. Let's now make the sand and stuff correct. Because, you know, somewhere halfway the river I'm gonna have it changed to sand. Which I think is good enough. Unfortunately, there's quite a stark difference between the two. Even underwater. But, you know, we gotta deal with that. And that's fine. A little bit of grass here. Let's remove those trees. And then we have our desert island. Which is pretty nice. That lake on the top of the hill looks a bit artificial. Yeah, maybe it does. What if I you know, change the shape a little bit. And then, you know, we'll go, I don't know, down there again. And we'll raise the water level up. Whoops, that's one too high. Oh, did a little bit there. Hang on. I need a smaller brush size. Is this better? Yeah, it is better. May I put a fountain in the middle to fix the laws of physics? I like that idea. There we go. There's our water source. Nice. Alright. Let's build a bridge to our desert island. Well, it doesn't have to be an island, by the way. We don't know what's on this side. Oh, I see a little bit too much grass. Or too much sand. There we go. And in the middle, we will change to a different path style. Marcel, my guy, finally on the time to join one of your streams. Thank you and welcome. Alright, it's time to finally put the merry-go-round in its proper final place. How about there? And we'll kill that one. And we'll make this a proper merry-go-round that says like welcome to the desert area. There we go. Make this red. Perfect. Do we need any kind of other entrance style for this? Can you make a double-decker? Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I don't think I have that unlocked, but that's not a problem. Oops, that's the tile inspector. Thank you for the sub, Sushi Killer HD. Alright, let's take a sip. Being hydrated is important. And... let's see. No, I need to be here. Merry-go-round double deck carousel. There we go. That does look more deserty. It looks kind of Arabic. You could have made the desert flat land and just had only one waterfall. Well, this was already here, this landscape, so... don't really want to change that too much. I think I did a pretty nice job on the river. Not too bad. Although, I think that this... if I do that... I think it'll look... go away. I think it'll look a bit better. There we go. Fits a little bit better. Also, I need to turn off zero clearance for when I don't need it. Tents. Yeah, that's kind of, but kind of Arabic. Oh, well, not those colors. That works. Thank you for the follow. The Real Dave Dog. Alright, there we got our first proper ride in the deserty area. And yes, I'll name it Merry-Go-Round. I forgot who suggested that, but Neri's not here right now. Or at least he's not talking. But it's a good name. Why did half of the Marcel point reward get removed? Because I don't want them for this park. This is a different kind of park. Not just that I don't want people to mess up the GigaPark, but it's, you know, if someone would suggest for me to build a coaster halfway when I'm just doing the river, it doesn't really work. Last stream, you chose a color scheme of orange, yellow and white. Yes, I kind of forgot that, but also, these are... hey, they're actually being watered. They're also dying. I kind of forgot about that, but I still did the yellow and white thing. Just because it looked kind of, you know, more Arabic to me. Yeah, I could go each area. Let's see. Let's do a few cheats here. I don't mind the puke. The puke is nice. But you know, I'll change it to always sunny. And plants not withering, water plants. And let's do clear grass. Yeah, so you know, each area, I mean, if we do, for example, a spooky theme, it definitely won't be yellow, white and orange. It'll be, well, spooky. We can of course go kind of spooky Egyptian. I don't know, like the mummy's curse or whatever. How about a wooden coaster? I think a wooden coaster would fit well here. Now, I'm not properly planning this out like an actual theme park designer would. Like Brian and Drelzig would. But it's close enough. I didn't say in Philadelphia. Well, now I have, but I haven't said those words, those 4 words in that order. And quote 107 doesn't necessarily apply here. You know what? Let's actually do this properly. How, you know, real stuff works. Let's raise the station a little bit. Because that's what, you know, what is done in real life. And how about an unbanking turn? Oh wait, that video hasn't released yet. Whoops. I call this an unbanking... Monday's video is about this very track piece, which I call an unbanking turn. But for a moment I forgot that that video hasn't been released yet. It's gonna be released tomorrow. Yeah, you know, is this fine though? Do I want it? No, I kind of want it. I don't want the chain lift to go that way. You know what? Let's give it a little bit of a shorter station. Let's try to actually do block breaks. You've seen it already. I must hope not. Because it is... Let me check. It should still be in private. With 0 views. Yeah, no, it's set to release. It has 0 views, set to release tomorrow. I mean, I've talked about it on stream before. This is where I want the chain lift to be. Crown a guest of your choice. Wearing Halloween colors. Well, there are a lot of guests wearing an orange hat and a yellow shirt because, well, that's what I'm selling. Which is not very Halloween-y. I suppose, you know, this is black and red. I suppose that's slightly Halloween-y. You know what, guest 656, you're dead. Bye-bye. Alright, this is a proper wooden coaster now. Can we still do a little bit of steep drop after this? Oh, I need to... If I start the turn one earlier, that'll perfectly fit. There we go. That's a nice drop. I like that. Does it work? Oh, I'm still in units. That was for a video. Let's go back to meters. Real values. There we go. Meters. Lol, the tiny squished train. Now, I'm no good at building... I mean, I'm good at building roller coasters with good stats. That's kind of my thing. But I'm no good at building necessarily realistic looking roller coasters. I can build coasters that are not super unrealistic. But I have no promise that this one is gonna be any kind of realistic. That's fine though. Let's go. Let's keep it at a bit of a higher speed here, because that's always fun. Let's do a diagonal. That makes the coaster interesting. I don't mind realism, but I like it when a coaster has a nice flow to it. Yeah, nice flowing coasters are nice. I don't know helixes or whatever, but you know, it looks fine. So far this looks fine to me. Let's see. Let's do that. And then block section. How fast will it go here? Yeah, that's a nice place for a block section. Let's see if that's timed like anywhere near correctly. Depends on, of course, how long I make the last bit. And block breaks. And there we go again. Let's do a photo section immediately after it. That's not too unrealistic, I think. Because it's still after like a 13-meter drop. Let's see, let's go up a bit. I like this coaster so far. I've deliberately not made it too compact. Let's do one of these hills. What makes that? Oh, you can't ghost test a ride if it has block brakes, which is slightly annoying. Okay, that doesn't really work. Alright, let's just go helix like that. And then like that and one down. And yeah, you know what? Let's actually have the brake run here. Because a longer brake run is realistic. And then we'll have another kind of brake run here. You know what? With that, we can do a lot of block sections. Block brakes there. And block brakes there. I like the shape of this coaster. Don't know if he's here, but I wanted to thank Slager12 for the gifted subs a few days ago. Oh yeah, he gave you one. He gave another 5 this stream. Or she. Very generous. Okay. I wonder how I did on the timing of this all, but we can have 4 trains. Which is quite a lot, I suppose. Let's see if it even makes it. I think it should. I'll build a huge, complicated station building. Yeah, I'm not very good at that. I'm not very good at buildings in particular. I'm fine at like trees and stuff. But buildings? 50,000 points. I do like the 2,000 points for a duck, for a duck raid. Okay, this is going a bit slow here, but that's actually fine. So far, I quite like this coaster. I think I did a pretty neat job on it. Second part is a bit slow. But... okay, what I could do... is... make it a little bit faster. And if we then go do that and like that, then it'll just have a drop of 1 unit taller. Hang on, this needs to be 14 and you know 28, 35. That's 1 unit taller, the drop. Alright, so you change it at the max. I like that. Oh yes, 2 is awesome. Is it possible to max out scenery pieces and not be able to place more? Yes, about 135,500. I actually talk about that limit in my video about what's it called? How many different landscapes are there? Still going a bit slow, and there is of course a solution to that. Place the block brake 1 earlier. It's still, the entire thing is still on a, you know, levels, the entire train, even though it's in a turn. So I'm fine with that. If you could become a scenery piece, what would you become? I don't know. Alright, this speed is a lot better during the last bit. Yeah, it's still going almost 50, 40. Yeah, much better. Yeah, what would I become? Probably a tiny cogwheel. Funny thing, by the way, when I made that video about the landscapes, you know, at the end, when I've done with the landscapes, I start speculating about scenery stuff, and I say the word cogwheel quite a lot because I use the tiny cogwheel as an example. And of course, being Dutch, I have to really be aware that I don't actually pronounce it a cogwheel. There is an, I think, Austrian YouTuber, or maybe he's Norwegian, I think he's actually Scandinavian, called Sieve Gaming, who makes videos about Mario and kind of weird challenges in certain Mario games. And at some point, he made a video about some level which had a lot of cogs in it. And yeah, he definitely pronounced it with a hard K sound at the end. And was kind of blissfully unaware of it until he published the video and a lot of people told him about it. I like small cogs. This one is alright. That one, that's a cool cog. I prefer the ones that are laying down though. The ones that are standing up, not so much. Especially if the big ones are standing up. I'm not a fan of that. These cogwheels, by the way, these tiny cogwheels will feature again in Thursday's video. Which I still need to make. I'm not going to say that. Let's do station building stuff. Also, let's look at the stats. 694, 869, 513. That's pretty good. 11 drops, highest drop by 27 meters. I think this is a pretty realistic coaster. It's of course, there will be stuff here that's not entirely realistic, of course. Such as the brake run not being entirely on a straight bit, but I think it's fairly realistic. You know, it's got the block brake and like slightly more than halfway through and all that stuff. It's unfortunate that you can't set the speed of the block brakes, because if I could set the speed of like 20 kilometers per hour or 30 instead of the 6, then I could have kept this like I originally had it. But that doesn't work here. In the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 you can do that, but now it always slows down to 6, which is a bit annoying. What did you miss? You missed this coaster. Alright, let's color it. Now we could do the standard thing. That's a very bright one. We could do this. This is kind of a bog standard color scheme for the wooden coaster, which works really well, I think. Then how does a blocked train make it? Yeah, a good point there. Good point. It would still make it, but it would be quite slow again. Maybe light yellow so it matches more with the terrain. There's of course the salmon pink, which doesn't look too bad here. A super bright color, I mean... Or do you mean like the support or the wood? We could do this. This doesn't look bad. I like this. The support should not be a bright color. It is awful. Oh. Ugh. Yeah. No, that's not too bad. This is actually not too bad. The white kind of works. How about grey? Grey is alright, but I really like the brown. Do you guys prefer the brown or the white? We could go either way. Brown, white, brown, turquoise. That's not an option. White, white, brown. Needs to be about 3 for 3 so far. Make a poll. Yeah, Max, can you make a poll? Oh, there we go. He was already on it. I won't vote on this one, of course. Okay, we seem to have a lot of more people going for white. But brown is catching up. What kind of scenery will you be using? I have no idea. Do you really think that I'm going into this with any kind of plan? Okay, 1422 for white at the moment. White is still ahead, about 60-40%. Please ban people voting for white. I think white's gonna win, so let's make it white. The bright white. 24-18, 24-20, or is brown gonna win? Well, we'll see. I'm just gonna go with the... Oops. I'm just gonna go with the majority. Okay, white won. And we're gonna keep white. Now, to do any... Oh, before that, we actually need to color the trains. What do we do with the train? Someone said each train a different color, and I'm a fan of that. What we could do is make these like... if we make the inside all the same color, and then make the different... The trains, you know, we have one green, we could do one red one, one blue one, and one purple one? Does that work? Green because the Jets took the lead somehow. I suppose the Jets are some kind of sport team like rugby or whatever in America. Did you know that the Egyptian pyramids used to be solid white with a golden tip? I do. That color scheme could work in the desert. Sports are white already and merry-go-round fits too. Yes. I mean, that is kind of yellow and white again, which I was already going for here. US football. Yeah, that's kind of different from rugby. Are these train scrollers okay? Or is the red too generic? I kind of like them. But we could of course do something different. I also need to think about the station building, of course. Now, we have this, but there's not really any kind of walls in here. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits. Sam, Mr. Sam McSamface. This message is sponsored by Hot Pockets. A snack that truly satisfies hungry. Are you really advertising Hot Pockets? Wow. I mean, I propose that you're not actually being paid for that, but nice meme, I suppose. Can you make a coaster in the form of a dog? This is not really kind of a park for that. So, not today. Okay, I can of course make a pyramid. But yeah, I don't necessarily need a big station building though. Maybe if I just do that, and you know, a little bit of building around it. If I use bricks, you know, if I do that, and that doesn't look too bad. Oops, that one wasn't where I wanted it to be. Make an alternate color scheme to have white-orange tents for the station. Not a bad idea. But first let me finish this. There's still one piece there. There we go. Another one there. I think. There's one in the middle there, but we can't see it, so that's fine. Alternate color scheme. Hang on. What is this? Okay, so it's yellow orange. So this needs to be yellow white white. Oh, it doesn't really work for the entrance and the exit. I would need to repaint the entire coaster with the alternate color scheme so that I could go the original color scheme for these. Which is a lot of work. Although, it's actually not that much work. Let's do it. So, orange, so yellow, orange, white. But first, drown 516. I don't think that's gonna work. Oh wait, no, there's a different part. There was the previous live stream where 516 wasn't gonna work. Oh, it's still not gonna work. 517 is in the park though. Okay, you know what? I'm first gonna make this black so that I can see. Whoops. Which coaster, which track pieces I've had, and which I still need to do. Otherwise, I can't see which I've missed. You know what? I'll just go for the go at it technique, and then later do the one that I've missed. Stern. So yeah, send for me. Is guest 517 fine? I say a lot of work. It takes me like 5 seconds to do. There we go. This is what we wanted. It really wasn't a lot of work. Not at all. Oh, hang on. I seem to have missed a piece. Was bound to happen. 2 pieces, actually. Thank you for the follow, Gramble P. I think I've got them all now. That one steel pyramid. Yeah, I stole this one, actually. You can actually see there's kind of a top on it. Like, the starts here. So maybe that's the golden tip. Am I the only one who never uses color presets? You mean alternate colors? A lot of people don't use them. In fact, I didn't even know you could have 2 of these color schemes until a few years ago. I always thought that, you know, you have these coasters, for example, I need that. You have your Liberty Loop. Like, I'd always thought that making these different colors was some kind of developer-only thing that Chris Sawyer could do, but we can't. And I did see the alternate color schemes, but I never figured that with this, you can paint the ride. It took me a very long time to figure that out. Which is, you know, kind of embarrassing if you think about it. Alright, we got no response about the guest drowning, so let's just drown 517. Well, they're on the right, but they'll be off soon enough. It's been a year already. Ooh, thank you for the 12 months, Mazupai. Been here already. I haven't been here for a while, but good to join your stream again. Well, thank you. And yeah, thank you for the continued support. Before I went on about Liberty Loop, oh right, yeah, there was a thing I wanted to address, which I found really funny. I discovered this when making tomorrow's video. Now, do I remember... There was something... Yeah, Krypton Dips. There was something with this coaster. Yeah, I never noticed it, but this coaster uses 2 different color schemes. And they actually, you can see it because some track pieces have white supports. But I never noticed that until for the video. You know, I wanted this design, but I wanted to use different colors because it's a bit of a lame color scheme. So I did, you know, like that. And suddenly you notice that not all pieces are actually changing color. But you don't really notice it. That's something I found out. Why did Chris do it? I mean, I suppose he just wanted different colored supports. Or it can't really be an accident. You can't just, you know, paint a few pieces and have that be an accident. So I don't know why he did it. Alright, let's remove that. Let's drown this guest. Goodbye. Very supportive. I suppose it's a nice little detail. Alright, we have a pyramid now, which I'm not sure if I want to have stay there. It doesn't look half bad there, to be honest. And we have what I consider a good enough station building. We can, of course, you know, do a little bit of Egyptian walls. Which looks nice. Yeah, I'll do this everywhere here. Let's see, on the other side. And then one there. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. Walk like an Egyptian. I mean, that's really weird. I wonder where that comes from. Obviously, Egyptian people didn't actually walk like that. Or maybe it was some kind of ceremonial dance or whatever. Alright, there we go. The Sphinx. Also, we need some kind of sign here saying, I don't know, desert land. Yeah, I'm not good with names. But that's basically welcome to desert land. And then the other side will of course have a normal sign that says normal land. I'm very good with names. And we'll change it to yellow. A pole. Best way of removing gas. Drowning, exploding in right, leaving map on the side. Underground exit to the void. What the hell is that last option? Oh, it's the cheat, I suppose. Drowning is best one. Did you guys all see my poll that I put out yesterday evening? Which was about, do you like to drown guests? I got more than 10,000 votes on that, which is quite a lot. I've been lurking the whole stream and I know the channel point redemption for naming ride is off. But I'd like to suggest naming the wooden coaster Ra, the Egyptian sun god. That's a good name. We kind of had kind of the meme idea to, you know, after we named the junior coaster Todd, to just go with normal names for the entire park. You know, name this one, and then Simon or whatever. But I like Ra better. That's a good name. I only ever see those polls and whatnot on YouTube mobile. Yeah, I see them on mobile more often as well than on computer. Because on mobile you really scroll and, you know, they have a good, better chance to get in there, I suppose. How many guests is this taking per hour? 2,400, but that can't be its limit. I mean, the trains aren't full. The queue line ain't full either. You can charge 20 for it, of course. Well, exactly 20. Right price manager. Yeah, allow inbound prices. It's exactly 20 for this. So, this is our coaster in the Egypt bit. Which looks good, I suppose. Are we done with decorating it, though? I mean, I could build some stuff like there and I don't know how to decorate, basically. I'm no good at... Help me out here. How do I decorate a desert? Cacti. But that doesn't work because Egyptian characters, Egyptian deserts don't have cacti. Doesn't really matter, of course, because it still looks nice. Yeah, I could, of course, do a little oasis. Where do we have space for that, though? I mean, I suppose we could put one under here. And if we... you know, do that. Like that. And of course we can put a few cacti around that. This is more than a few, but whatever. Alright, let's actually go for see-through rights. Let's not place them on the water, that doesn't really work. Oh, and of course, there is a palm tree, which fits very well around the oasis. Where else? There's coaster in the way here. Yeah, that looks fine enough. Cacti don't grow next to water. Well, now they do. I mean, we're already kind of defined the laws of physics with this lake, so I'll now define the law of nature. I don't really care. As long as it looks fine. I'm not some kind of new element realist. Not that there is anything wrong with being that, of course. But I don't care. I just needed to look deserty, Egyptian and fun. I think the lake would be better if the ride circled it and not went over it. You're right, but this ride didn't really facilitate that, and I don't really want to redesign the ride. So, I have to deal with this. And I think it's good enough. What else do we have? We could do, you know, more ruined bits around here. This will be our ruins. Need to be in different orientations. I don't know, we got some spikes. I don't really work directly on top of that. And, I don't know, whatever that is. You know, a few walls here and there. Yeah, works perfectly fine. And then, I don't know, this kind of almost cube-like thing. These are our ruins. Actually, this doesn't look too bad. I'm kind of surprised by how good this looks. And we'll have some kind of statue right there. A Fabergé egg ride and a dinosaur egg ride would work well. Let's see. Object selection. One of the 3 million twist. Let's see. What actually is a Fabergé egg? I don't think that looks really too deserty. I prefer the dinosaur egg ride in that case. A hypercoaster would work really well in the desert as well. We already got our coaster here. Plus I don't like the hypercoaster. I'm actually surprised at how good this ruined bit looks. Now, there will of course be people in the chat right now that are, you know, proper new element builders or whatever. I'm not sure if Brian is still streaming, but he might be in the chat. He's a real theme park engineer. And they're like, that's terrible. But for me, it's good. Fabergé eggs is a bejeweled egg. Fabergé. What is Fabergé? I think it's called Fabergé because it had like a little accent on the E. That's why I'm pronouncing it like that. I have no idea what that is. You know what? Let's put the twist directly opposite the merry-go-round. Have a nice mirror thing going on. It's Russian. Oh. So it's named after someone. Build a big maze like you did in the other park. Doesn't really work because the desert ain't flat. And mazes don't really look all that great if you have a lot of it on supports. Now, how do we decorate this? Do we, I don't know, sphinx it up? Hello, I'm a sphinx. And, well, it doesn't really fit. I know. I've sphinxed it up. Maze doesn't have to be square. I suppose it can follow the curve of the land. Good point. But, I don't know. I think it's better to build some other kind of tracked ride here. Then, I don't know, like build a path upwards and then off here somewhere. And another one, well, continue here and go here. Something like that. I can build a maze, of course, but I don't really want to build a big one. Spinny coaster. Not a bad idea. Let's first build the path. Which I kind of just want to have go that way. And that way. And then we'll just go that way. And I'll continue this path. If you're building an, you know, if you're doing an actual scenario, don't do as I do here. You know, building some kind of dead-end path and not building anything on it yet. That's really a terrible way to do scenarios. Okay, that's not going to be a nice bridge. What if I go one the other way? Okay, what if I go one down first? Yeah, that's much better. Hang on. The land next to it should be the candy themed and called Desert Land. Or Desert Land. Nice. Maybe a sunken down into the terrain maze. Oh, that would be fun. Okay. I've done the footpath here. Yes, so if I... Let's see, if I do the spinny coaster here, I can like do a maze here. So if I do like that. Let's see, I need to figure out where I put the entrance. What if I... Okay, let's start first with maze. Where's the maze? Where's the maze? Okay, what if I put the entrance there? And then the exit, of course, has to be somewhere on the other side. Then I'll just go underground. You know, we can do that. And that. And then this we can just do like, whoops. Like that. Perfect. And of course, we're gonna go with wooden fences. Alright, let's first do a snaky path, which will be our maze path. And then after that, we'll build a dead ends into it. And I'll actually give it 2 correct paths. Or not, the other one's just gonna be a long dead end. Wouldn't the stone look better? Well, at the moment it looks a lot like the void. Which I don't really like, so I'm gonna keep the wooden fences for now, because so far this looks better. We can see afterwards. But I don't like the big black things in the middle. Alright, time for the exit. And a hill. Alright. Now it's time to build the maze. Hang on. We don't need an offshoot from the exit. Because the exit is already, you know, once you're there, you're not gonna... I mean, the guests might, they're stupid. Alright, let's rebuild an exit so that... There we go. That's better. Let's do it from there. Snow theme. That doesn't really fit in the desert now, does it? Alright, then. There. By the way, I've recently been watching a lot of Futurama. You know, from the start, he's going through this episodes in chronological order. Because I never really watched it, and I like the show. And I'm not sure how many of you know the show all too well. But I really hate the character Zap Brannigan. He's so annoying. But it is a great show. You should definitely watch it. Zap is over the top fun. No, he isn't. I really get annoyed whenever he's on screen. It's just... He is so annoying. Doesn't everyone hate him? Yes, but you know... We all hate Umbridge. But I don't find Umbridge annoying. I do find Zap Brannigan annoying. Know what I mean? Good evening, Command 15. Let's see. Go the other way. I don't know if I'm building mazes in any kind of good way. I'm just kind of doing whatever I don't know, whatever makes like for sort of realistic maze. Neelix. I'm not quite, you know, I've seen a random Futurama episodes, so I might have encountered Neelix, but so far I've gotten to, I think, I don't know, what, 13 episodes from the start. I haven't encountered Neelix quite yet. Oh, he's Star Trek Voyager. I haven't watched Star Trek or Star Wars. I mean, I know a few of the characters' names, you know, Darth Vader, Yoda and stuff, but I never watched any of it. Alright, let's take... we got ice there. Oh, you can actually see that. Let's change that then. Alright. I like this. Now let's see if brick walls look good. Oh yeah, that does look better. Nice. Let's go entrance, of course. Suddenly, color. No, I want this white. Alright. Oh, oops, that doesn't work. Let's see, where shall we connect this to? I think we shall. Nah, not there. How about there? Like that. Perfect. Name perhaps archaeology site exploration. I was thinking more like Super Deathmate of Doom, but I like yours as well. Exploration. Alright. And some walls around here. Perfect. Although what's not perfect is that I think this would look better if it was wooden. I think that looks better. Definitely put a pyramid on top of it. This just looks stupid. Also, you can't see the beautiful maze I built. Max the guests in the maze. Good point. You need an exit path. No, I don't. The guests aren't going to get lost. They also just put a giant sphinx on top of it. It just looks stupid. It joined the pharaoh for good. Now the butthole of the sphinx hangs right above this part of the maze. You can look right at it. Or under it. What happens in a maze if there isn't an exit path? If the maze is uncompletable, they'll just be there stuck forever. And you know, if basically it's the same as being stuck on a coaster that's stuck in a valley or whatever. It's nothing special. They just get bored of the, you know, if they're on impossible boat hire. They just get bored. Unfortunately, they don't die. Shall I build an exit path? Or shall we keep it like this? Well, thank you for the follow. Chill, Austin. Quite chill of you. Okay, I seem to have built the maze in such a way that guests kind of get stuck towards the entrance. Interesting. Oh, you guys do seem to want an exit path. Alright, I'll build one then. Where are they going? Well, they're kind of falling into the void and disappearing. Oh, where's the exit? There's the exit. And... oh, they're disappearing under the water. Let's see if we can catch one actually completely disappearing. There they go. Is the queue line in the way? Nope. How far down is it? Oh, well, they disappear somewhere around that path. Somewhere behind it. Yeah, it doesn't count as death. I've actually made a video about that. Where shall I put the exit path to? Kind of want to have it close to the entrance. So it's gonna be a fairly long one. That's fine though. You know what, let's put it on the other side. Let's put it there. Oh wait, I'm already low enough for that. Alright, let's go up. Thank you for the sub, Tycoon Mike. I appreciate it very much. And let's do this. Perfect. And of course we need walls around it. There's one of the mics. Yes. Hello, what's up, one of these mics? Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. At least put some ruins around the maze so it actually looks like an archaeological dig site. Actually, what I'm first going to do is I'm going to lower it. I don't really like the look of that many guests being in the maze. I'm going to have it to 32. Alright, this is ruiny, right? I'm just going to ruin the maze. So that it's fully ruined. It's kind of like I'm building trees around it. I'm kind of approaching it the same way. Not sure if that's good, but it's me, I suppose. Yeah, that's a Stewie quote, correct. Ooh, actually, we have lamps, and since this is a mega park. I mean, I could even just turn vandalism off. Lamps are actually useful because they look good. It's funny, I've noticed that recently short videos have been making kind of a comeback on YouTube. There are a few Minecraft channels now that just make like 1 minute long videos. They don't speak in them. They just, you know, show off some contraption in a minute. And they get lots of views. Suddenly a lot of those kind of videos have been in my recommended. And although I must say, they're good. And I enjoy those videos. But I also must say that they get old a little bit quick. Now it's not shorts, Bola, because shorts have to be in like a mobile, like in portrait mode. But those are actual YouTube videos. Sometimes they're over a minute long, something like 120 or whatever. They're definitely not shorts. They're just short. Which is, you know, I enjoy those videos, but they get old a little bit quickly. Because what I like, if I watch a Mumbo Jumbo video or whatever. This doesn't really look okay. This kind of looks like they're floating. If I watch a Mumbo Jumbo video, what I like about, you know, when it's 10-minute videos about whatever contraption he's made or whatever he's doing. I like that he's just explaining things. It's why people watch my videos, you know. You like my soothing voice and whatever. It's the same with those kind of creators that I watch. And those simple 1 minute videos are fun. But I don't watch it just for some kind of trick that you can show off in 1 minute. And I do think that, you know, I mean, if you get millions of views, I can't really, you can't really argue with that. Alright, let's build a spinny mouse coaster here. But still, when you actually talk to your audience, I think you do, you know, build a better community. It's funny because I got a comment recently of someone that said, you know, if I had titled the mini suspended coaster instead of what I have titled it, if I added in brackets at the end, worst coaster ever, I would have got more views. Sure, maybe I would have, but I probably would have. But if I title my videos like that, I don't build the same community. Let's actually make this a 2-thing chain lift. And I like the community that we've built here. Alright. So I won't be titling my videos like that. Now, a lot of you will know the Minecraft YouTuber Grian. You know, he's on Hermitcraft, and outside of that, you know, he's an accomplished builder. And quite an accomplished PvPer, I believe. He recently asked people to subscribe at the end of one of his Hermitcraft episodes, so which is something he basically never does. Now, what's interesting is that was the day he got the most subscriptions, like, in a very long time. So, it clearly works. And I kind of wonder what would happen if I tried the same trick. For example, if I did the, you know, I think about like 60%, 70%, somewhere in between videos, people watching my videos aren't subscribed. If I did that, you know, what Dream kind of started, what kind of an effect it has. Why is there so much lag? Oh, the lag is gone. I'm kind of curious and I kind of want to test that, but on the other hand, I've also said out loud that I would never do that. Like, blatantly ask people to subscribe. You know, at the end of my videos, I say you can subscribe. I basically just said you can also subscribe or follow me on Twitch. Just saying, hey, you know, there are options. But I kind of don't want to ask people that, even just for an experiment, because I said I never would. Maybe, you know, if I phrase it in a different way, you know, at the start of my videos, if you like what I do, consider subscribing. I kind of want to try that, because recently my best growth that I get in a day has been about 150 subs. It's been more in the past, you know, when I had my big, longest coaster videos and stuff. I wonder what kind of effect it would have. Times change. I doubt people would care. Yeah, although, you know, you say times change. It's not like I'm desperate or anything. In fact, October has been my best month ever. I got over 1 million views, and that without a viral video. Also been our most profitable month ever. Which is very neat. Alright, let's do a spinning toggle control here. Hang on, if I toggle the spinning here, then it will every other time be toggled. I don't think it'll be untoggled at the start. So let's not do this toggle, let's just, you know, break. I do think that you're saying that you can subscribe if you want to. It's good in mind to subscribe instead of outright asking. Yeah, although, you know, it's also a very big difference. Because, you know, once I start doing my, and that was it for this video, which I often do, you know. Because ending a video very abruptly without doing that just feels a bit wrong. Then people start to click off, which makes sense. And only after that, you know, if you like it, give it a like. You can leave a comment, you know, to what I do. And after that I say you can also subscribe. Okay, this is an ugly cue line. But if I say it at the start of a video, of course a lot more people will see it. So I wonder what kind of effect it would have. I might just try it out for Thursday's video, just to see the effect. And it won't become a regular fixture, definitely not. I mean, I say definitely not, of course things can change in the future. Alright, that's the twisty coaster done. Do I like it? Not as much as the wooden coaster, but it's quite decent. Yeah, there is a whole nuance to YouTube content creation and stuff. Because, you know, you can do the dream thing and be like, you know, that many % of you aren't subscribed, please subscribe, it really helps and stuff like that. Ultimately, I think if you do that too much, people end up not really liking it. It's a bit too in your face. I really have no idea what to go on for colors. I mean, this looks fairly deserty. Most YouTubers who do ads do it badly. Why? I'm not sure I agree. Why do most YouTubers do it badly? Alright, what will the stats be? I'm no pro, but I think just hearing the words like and subscribe will be enough for a lot of viewers. You don't have to beg and shout. That's true. But I don't really want to do it at the start of my video because I like the, you know, hello everyone, welcome to another video and just you know, get on with it. But I do wonder what the effect is. Alright, 6.35 excitement, 7.62 intensity, 6.03 nausea. Thank you for the follow. RTA Bay 9 minutes ago. And Dewey Loose just now. It has to do with the content too. When you're a tutorial-like video, less people will subscribe, for instance. Maybe. Yeah, I suppose, because it is when, you know, when my how to beat empty airfield video has a lot of views. But it is a thing that people look up because they want to pass empty airfield, not because they want a YouTuber to watch. So that's a good point. Videos like that, you know, earn me a lot of money, but they don't turn into a lot of long-term viewers. While on the other hand, videos like how, you know, what's the most expensive ride, or, you know, stuff like that, those are more videos that turn people into viewers, into regular viewers. I mean, everyone knows how YouTube works. If I enjoy a video, I know to subscribe or like regardless of whether they ask me to. You see, I am the same, and you would think that that is obvious, right? Of course you like a video you like and you subscribe if you want to see more. Yet, it's been empirically proven to work, that, you know, that asking for it works. So, yeah. I suppose a lot of it might be, you know, people that randomly stumble upon your content, they watch a video and then they forget to subscribe, even though they like your stuff, and then they just forget about you. And when you say, you know, don't, you know, if you know, consider subscribing, then they might be like, oh yeah, I would like to see more actually. Okay, we have too many cars in the stations. Let's remove the minimum waiting time. But let's go for wait for full load. And let's increase the change speed. We got a poll. Best way to ask for subscribing. Not asking, remind them to do it, tell them to do it, beg them and them to do it. There is literally... That's a terrible poll because my way isn't there. I don't remind them to do it. I remind them that the option is there. It's just basically, you know, hey, there's the option. I don't say don't forget. We just kind of tell, I suppose. Okay, what I'm currently feeling is that even though the coasters are nice, and the rides we got here, is that outside of the rides, it's a little bit empty. And I'm not just feeling that, that's literally what's going on. How do I fill that up nicely? Do I just, I don't know, like this? That's filled up. You need a nice bazaar with stalls. Kind of. Although I do already have a bazaar. Ooh, if I just go up here, like we can make a skyscraper. This is the Tower of Marcel. There we go, skyscraper. Hang on. It's funny though, because I like your videos, but I don't hit like on every video I watch that I'm subscribed to, probably because of you and because of the awesome community. It's interesting because I like pretty much every video I watch on YouTube. It's just habit, clicking like. Not because anyone told me, or not because I know it helps, I've been doing it for long before I did YouTube. But that was not very cheap. I got 4,000 back from that. I could do a little bazaar there. With a few stalls. I don't know how much liking helps though. Build a bazaar with connections to all 3 paths. I was thinking with only 2 connections. You know, let's build a few stalls. Actually, let's first build a path. And then let's build some fences. Like that. Oh, and actually, let's remove this middle path. Alright, more stalls. Let's do, no, not hot chocolate, let's do this. This feels appropriate. And lemonade as well. And ice cream. Yes. And on the other side we'll do all the non-food stalls, you know, in case you got sick or whatever. Or in case you need more money. Or you need an umbrella against the non-existent rain in this park. Oh yeah, all those drink stalls I did with that pyramid on top. Okay, what we can do again now is basically the same thing we did last time. Let's make this white. And then put some of these on top of it. There we go. How about we do that and that. Let's see. That side. And then... palm trees. I do like my toilets hovering over a path. Makes it that much more daring to move to the water rides. But good luck getting there, it's floating above your path. Perhaps add some water around it. I could add some water. I'm starting to be British again. Water. Are you guys watching Last Life? From basically the Hermitcraft crew minus and plus a few other people. They did they did a hilarious bit with aha, aha, aha. It was absolutely amazing. It was, I think it was the first episode. It was just truly amazing. I mean, it's not really, it doesn't really work if I just tell you about it. If you watch like Grian's or Mumbo's or whoever was in their first Last Life episode. Why does this keeps going back to... Hang on. Can I just change... Can I change the standard of the water to non-transparent? Because this is annoying. That every time it's going back to non-transparent. Or is that the scenario option? I think it might be a scenario option actually. Let's see, scenario option. Not here. Maybe a cheat for it. Well, I mean, there's an option here, but a lot of time it's just going back. I think like if you end construction or whatever, it keeps. No, but it. You know, I've only changed this back to transparent water. I haven't changed it to non-transparent water, but it keeps going non-transparent. But I can't find it, so I'm not sure if this water looks good though. I mean, maybe if I put like these things around it. Thing is, I can't build any walls here. There's, of course, I can if I use where is it? Zero clearance. And that would, I think, look not bad. And that looks a lot better. Whoops. I quite like this. Thank you for the follow, Lil Miru. Now, of course, what we also need to do, let's turn off zero clearance again. Zero clearance is an amazing tool, but you have to be careful with it. And it's best to keep it turned off at all times, unless you specifically need it. Then turn it on for a very short while, until you're done. Yeah, this does look good. I kind of, you know, I stole this from there. And someone said, I think Max said that, the Roman fountains. I could put them in the middle. But I like the palm trees there, because you don't really get to see... Whoops. There goes the path. You don't really get to see the Roman fountains from our angle. I am at the spraying fountains. Maybe I just misread. Anyway, palm trees, palm trees, palm trees. Whoops. Palm tree, palm tree, palm tree, palm tree. There we go. Oh, you said the Roman fountains earlier, Slime. Ah. I knew someone had said it. Spraying fountains. You want them on the corner. Well, that looks rather good. I'm a big fan of this. I love that. Hang on, let me take a screenshot of this so I can post it to Twitter later. Or would this do good on Reddit, you think? This is rather nice. Wasting water in the desert. I mean, we have an infinite source of water right here from this fountain, so... you know, there's a portal underneath here, which is transporting water right from the water planet, which is in the water galaxy. Hey, what's up, Brian? Welcome, with 7 other people. Suppose you're done streaming now, because that's kind of how raids work. You do them when you're done. I don't think you're finished yet with your park. So, you started the park, right? I suppose you're gonna continue that in future live streams? Oh, actually your first chat message here. Nice. Did you, perchance, about, you know, slightly less than 2 hours ago, randomly get a few followers? Because I linked people your live stream. You did? Were you surprised? Did you have any idea where they were coming from? Thank you for the gifted sub to Brian and Rolzik's line. I appreciate that. I figured you might be behind that, yeah. Your streams are really good, mate. It's so interesting to watch you build your rides, you know, from actually having experience with real theme parks. By the way, you're a real theme park engineer. How realistic is this wooden coaster layout? I did use block brakes. We got 2 block brake sections at the end, which is a bit too much, I suppose. But, you know, we got one kind of halfway. One, of course, at the top of the chain lift. I went for a realistic one. I'm, of course, aware that it's not going to be entirely realistic, but as realistic as I can just, you know, freehand make it. Not too bad. Blocks is always a good start. Yeah. Especially because I don't really use them. I also included one diagonal bit, which makes it more realistic. Because usually coasters aren't just going in 4 cardinal directions. I mean, your wooden coaster that you made was, of course, a lot more realistic. Also took a much longer time to make. Diagonals are a big thing for me, yeah. It's unfortunate, you can do chain lifts on diagonals, but you can't do brake runs or, you know, anything like that. Which is unfortunate. Now it goes in 6 directions. Technically only 5, because I only have 1 diagonal bit. Hi Marcel Vols, won't be here super long, but want to say hi. Hello back, Doki. Yeah, what we did, you know, we built these rivers. Well, we finished the rivers, we already started them last stream. And I think they're, especially, well, for me they're really good, I can tell you that. But I think I did a decent job on them. But now, of course, you know, an actual theme park engineer is here, so I'm kind of being judged. Now I know how people feel when they say they're being judged because I watched their stream. Add jumping fountains to the bazaar and it's 10 out of 10. Let's see what I can do. We're adding a lot of stuff to these spots. Which is funny. Because that's literally the theme of Thursday's video. There we go, jumping fountains. Yeah, you can of course shoestring a diagonal break. I suppose you've done that quite a few times. I love the little bazaar in the middle there. Trees come up to the center are a nice touch. Thank you. Yeah, I am decently good at building those little cute things. What I'm less good at is the kind of big scenery picture. For example, you know, we got this ruined pit here, which I suppose worked. I think it looks decently fine. Little oasis, which the coaster doesn't really go around all that well, but I first built the coaster and then the oasis, which wasn't really the right order, but you know. And then I got these trees, which is really simple, and I kind of want to do more complicated, something more complicated here, but I don't really know what. I don't have the experience for that to know how to do that. Now, I kind of, you know, I used a little bit of zero clearance for these walls around the shops because it doesn't really fit. I like to keep it as vanilla as possible, and I'm definitely gonna keep it NCSO. So, you know, you got this deserty bit, deserty theme. But yeah, I'm not really sure of what I would do here to... What I usually do is I kind of spam this kind of stuff like trees. Which works decently well for Roller Coaster Tycoon, but there's of course lots of better ways to do it. I think it looks good for sure. I suggest doing your theme mostly around the station anyway. On a coaster you're often going too fast, you don't need a lot of detail around the coaster itself beyond what you're doing. That's a good point. I don't really have any kind of station here. I have a little bit of station building here. Because I didn't really feel like building a big station building around this wooden coaster. Because it would kind of be complicated with either the entrance path, not with this track here. With the turn going like out of it. That would, well, be complicated. So that's why I didn't really want to do that. I can do that here, of course. We're fairly close to the bazaar, but there's a little bit more space. I'm not very good at station buildings though. And this is a little bit close by. I mean, I can try building something. Of course, I would remove the tents. Something with these things. But I'm kind of scared to do it since I don't really know what to do. I could make the entrance, the queue line, a little bit more themed. Like a statue. Or a row of spikes. Basically random stuff. This does add a little bit to it. This is very spiky. Thank you for the follow, Electro DJ84. Of course, you can add walls pretty much anyway. You know, you can have these something, you know, in the shape of this. Which looks nice. You spiked your coaster, I did. Better already. I've got to take off at the moment, but I'll look forward to seeing how it turns out later. Have a good evening. Alright, see ya. I probably won't be streaming when you get back still, but, you know, next stream or watch the video on YouTube if you want to, or on Twitch. But yeah, you know, if you turn up for more Sunday streams, you'll definitely see this park again. I do like what I've done here. With the coaster just dipping in the walls. It's something I've done before and just adds a nice little detail. Dirt patches under support could fill some of the blank space. Yes, but I think the dirt patches are a bit big. And there's going to be a lot of them. You know, if you do that, doesn't actually look too bad, I must say. See what it looks like if I do the entire coaster. I can easily change it back. There. There'll be one more there. Yeah, there is. Dirt. Dirt doesn't even sound like a word anymore. Dirt is the word. What about the fences around the ride? That's not a bad idea either. Let's see. Oh, I can actually build this upwards. Nice. See what happens if I build like... This is not a fence, it's a wall, but... close enough. Thank you for the 200 bits. I chuckle. This is for watching your YouTube videos with an ad blocker on. Oh, thank you. Keep up the good work. I will. Well, whether the work is good, that's something you'll have to judge. But I'll definitely keep up the work. Is that maze sunken into the floor? It is. That was... I have no idea whose idea it was, but it was someone's idea, and it looks good. On with the fence. Ah, it was Max's idea. Well, it was a good idea. Alright. Then I'll just... You know what, I'll just connect it to the path here. That looks nice. Yeah, it looks kind of like an excavation site. Well, the maze looks like an excavation site, but this also not too dissimilar from an excavation site. I hope people can exit and it doesn't just lead into a sand dune. It did lead into a sand dune for a little bit because I didn't build an exit path. On purpose actually that time, I didn't forget about it. But now there's an exit line, you know, they come out of here. You're very active with suggesting ideas, Max, but they also turn out to be good. I mean, someone suggested building a coaster in the form of a dog head, which first off is very difficult for me anyway, but it also just doesn't fit this scenario. Or this, well, you know, this park. You're very involved, so... Thank you for the follow, by the way, Zuto BG. I rather like this. We only have a little bit of dead space here, which I suppose we can just fill up with a few palm trees. Yeah, those are in a little bit too much of a straight line. You know, if we just do that. That already fills it up fairly nicely. And then we have one little bit left here, which I suppose we can fill with a ride. A small one. How about... I mean, we could go for a big tent. A circus. Which is just one big tentrance. Yeah, why not? Why not one massive tentrance? With two smaller tentrances. Ooh, the blue really isn't nice. When you place palm trees in the two perfect lines, gives a Hollywood feel. Yeah. Invisible entrance could work here, yes. You're right. Now I do need to zero clearance it up. There we go. Oh, now the queue line doesn't work. Okay, I can't really make that work. Actually, I can. I'll show you how. Tile inspector. Bam, we just connect that like that. Bam. Bam. There we go. Now it works. Oh, whoops. Now, of course, I mean, it works. But does it look nice, though? I don't really like the way... This looks really awkward. Also, they'll stop queuing one tile early, because there is still an entrance there. I mean, they're walking straight through now, of course. Okay, so I do think this is a nice demonstration of showing how you can use the tile inspector to just change wherever the path goes. You know, now it looks like that. Now it looks like that. And if I just make it go everywhere, we just get that. Now it's going everywhere at once. And we have one pole. That's all we get. What if I... Oh, no, we get that again. Anyway. Let's destroy that. I just go for tentrances again. I mean, we can, of course, change this to better colors. Well, if we make this orange. I think this works. Yeah, this looks a lot better than what I did with no entrances. Although, we kind of got a problem that... There we go. Now the queue line works again. Alright, time for more palm trees. And then we're nearing the completion of Desert Land. We have a little bit of space here, but you know, we might fill that later. Yeah, I did count as regular path before because I had messed it up. I quite like what we did with the place. It took us about 2 hours, including finishing the river. But I really like it. Yeah, the Sarahland will have to wait a little bit though. Because the time just got, we just, you know, got into winter time. Which does mean that I get, you know, 1 hour extra of night. Which doesn't mean 1 hour extra of sleep. It just means I wake up 1 hour early, which means I get tired 1 hour early. And that one... Oh, I already did that one. Although I am very fortunate that I don't really feel the effects too much. You know, if I didn't know that the clocks changed last night, I would not have noticed it. I truly would not have noticed it at all. Because I would just be, oh, I woke up a bit early and got tired a bit early. What if the clocks change every night? I mean, at some point I would probably feel it. Okay, what do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you like what I did with the desert place? I feel like this is a bit empty though. There could be more trees somewhere here. Also, we need to name this thing actually. Labyrinth is probably my favorite. It's called Archaeology Site Exploration. Call it Hank. Sure, that was my dad's name. It's a nice name. Well, if I would get one coaster to embody my dad, it wouldn't be a spinning wild mouse. split in wild mode, you know, if that would embody a person, I would embody like a very energetic person who's very like happy-go-lucky and all that kind of stuff. He would probably be more like a big wooden coaster, like this one. Or something like that. Henk hetzelfde, de grote concurrent van Hans Anders. Nice. Translate to English, you know, we have a shop in, I think the glasses, they sell glasses, called basically called Hans Anders, which translated basically means hands different. And Henk hetzelfde means Henk the same. And de grote concurrent means, well, you know, the big competitor. So Henk the same, the big competitor of hands different. Dirk different. Nice. I like that. Now, let's place a few more desert things around here. Just one there. I don't know, could we do with a pyramid here? Does it even fit? Bam! And bam! And a few palm trees around it. Alright, now that's filled up too. This park needs a railroad / monorail. There could be potentially a station here. Or of course we could go all underground stations. But I don't think we need one quite yet though. What I do want to do is build a few more just trees here. Like they did in the very early episodes of Hermitcraft this season. With Teresa. Yeah, the monorail should definitely be underground, but should it be entirely underground? Or should the stations be above ground? That is the question that I was basically asking. Why is everyone dressed the same in the park? Yep, it's all due to one hat and shirt stall. It really is that powerful. Maybe one area in the park could be a crazy area with mismatched stuff. We could do, yeah, like partly like this kind of floor. Or, whoops, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, well, you know, basically stuff like that. But yeah, that's the thing. Definitely for another time, because even if we're gonna go on for like 3 more hours and we're gonna do the candy world, which could be like here. Yeah, that's a nice place for it. It takes a long time to build all this. Okay, so I want to kind of compare this to the 2 deserts I did in my previous park. Oh, clearance checks was still off. I hope I didn't build anything inside something else. I don't think I did. Let's go to my previous mega park. Stream mega park. Okay, so this is obviously a little bigger. This was the area 51 I did. Where I basically I copied one of the air control towers from empty airfield. Built a runway. Basically I did some cacti. It's not a very eventful desert. It's entirely flat. What you notice about this park is that it's pretty much entirely flat. There are a few hills in some themed areas. But other than that, it's very flat. And this is the other deserty bit, which is much smaller. It only has 1 coaster and 2 flat rides. Yeah, that's why you suggested a train generation. That was a good idea. Okay, I basically did the same here. A pond with some palm trees and cacti around it. You know, I don't dislike this. I think this is pretty good. But I think our new desert area is a lot better. Yeah, we have a big mountain here, which I made myself, which is very nice, but yeah, this doesn't look at all natural. Why did you stop building the park? Well, I got a bit tired of it. I mean, there's one more version after this. I uploaded the 7th version, the 8th. But also, because we're nearing the right limit. We're on 2.11. And this is not even the most recent version. So, yeah. That was also a problem. This desert does have one thing the last one doesn't. A flying carpet ride. That's true. It's funny, even the dinosaur egg ride was copied. Which was entirely unintentional. But yeah, we don't have this thing. A magic carpet. Alright, let's go back to our GigaPark. Oh, whoops. I accidentally overwrote the previous version. I didn't mean to do that. Luckily I uploaded it. For the live stream for people to download, so I can download that again. Yeah, I should have saved it at version 2. There we go. I'm also... yeah, gonna end the stream. It's a bit early. Apologies for that, but... I'm getting quite tired. Which is because we're switching time zones. Or time zone... Not, well, it's kind of basically switching time zones. It's kind of like I moved to England overnight. You know, you get 1 hour extra of sleep, but you also get tired 1 hour earlier. Now, no flying carpet. I'm happy with this. I could potentially though put a flying carpet here, but there are already 6 rides here. So I think this is fine. You shouldn't fill up every empty space in your park. That's the thing I have learned. It's not just Roller Coaster Tycoon, but also in Minecraft. A few bits of more dead space does work well. Alright, let's save it one more time. And let's then find someone on Twitch to raid. And in the meantime, I want to thank you very much for watching this live stream. At some point we got up to 230 viewers, which is a lot. Oh, thank you for the 500 bits. WT Mike 24, another viewer named Mike. Oh man, just got here. Guess I had to keep living the VOD life. That's unfortunate, but yeah, it's not much we can do about it. But thank you for the bits. Let's see, Ditchy87 is live. Hang on. There's someone called Marceli Sauce is live. No alerts, just playing. Oh, it's in German. I'm not gonna rate them because it's in German and there's no alerts. I'm gonna rate someone called Techno Fuzzy. Do you seem to know their name? I might have rated them before.
I'll go.
Whoops. Well, you heard a little bit of them just now. Let's rate them. Alright, thank you very much for watching this live stream. It was fun. We did a lot of good work. And the rivers turned out better than I expected. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Well, and tomorrow on YouTube. Have a good night and, you know, give this guy or your hype and whatever, you know, the standard rate stuff. I'll be there as well. Goodbye.